Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier.
13 carries, 57 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Falk. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Falk. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Falk.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Falk now, a first down throw. Able to slither by, and down inside the 15 he goes. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Browns! A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they go back to Harris. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, just like last play. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The Steelers at 8-2 on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
Now Griffin on 1st down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Touchdown! George Pickens with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Falk looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Griffin.
And there's Williams. What a catch. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Here's Griffin.
A quick throw there is incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams.
And it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Griffin. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Falk. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Falk. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They work now on 2nd and 9 as they've got it as we resume action. Now Griffin on 2nd down.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Griffin.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
first down, Griffin. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, Griffin. And this is incomplete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Najee Harris, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Falk. This is the tight end, Njoku. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, Falk. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Falk. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Second and 7.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They run with Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Griffin. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
28 yards.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Algier with another carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second, here's Algier. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play calling.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Second and 9. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Griffin. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Bryce Young leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Jamar Chase, big numbers, 4 touchdown catches. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll audible to something else. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now it's Griffin. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. about 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Now Griffin. That swung out wide to Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Here's 2nd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Handoff now to Gibbs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. Starting the drive with Algier. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Here's Algier again on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stick with Algier. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now here's Falk. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Griffin. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Cleveland offense making their way out. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the shotgun, here's Falk. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Throwing on 1st down. Falk. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Falk. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Falk. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
It's Falk out of the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Falk. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Falk. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll get this to about the 38.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run straight ahead with Ware. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing to start the drive. Falk. This one finds McConkey. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Falk. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Falk. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on 3rd down. Falk. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, he'll hand this off. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run with Ware. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business, not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Pittsburgh, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.